Hi, my name is David Author. I'm a healer, medium and spiritual wellness development coach and author of Dark Warrior and The Diary of a Gatekeeper. Both of them are about the spirit realms and the energetic realms we live in, and they're available from me personally or from Amazon. Do check out the reviews, please. Now, a quick video. This is a question I get asked so much, and it's about why do we fall out with people? Why do people just disappear out of our lives when they've been friends for so long? How does this all happen? It's quite simply because we are always changing. We are constantly changing and evolving and growing beings. So we are interacting with all these different people all the time, either as a friend or family or loved ones, or your husband, your wife, your son, your daughter, and you evolve and you grow. And as you evolve and as you grow, over time, you change. And what was compatible for you when you were younger or 10 years ago may not be compatible for you now, because your vibration changes. So for example, and most people will be familiar with this, it's a generic thing. It doesn't apply to everybody because there are different ways of getting around it, and there are lots of ways that you can work through things. But for example, if you get married when you're 21, 22, do you think you're the same person when you're 35, 40, 45? No. And that's why so many people have a problem later on. Now, for some people, it's absolutely fine. They bimble along and it all works, or they bimble along and they just make things work, or they just naturally grow together, and that's great. But there are so many cases where one person is moving forward and growing, and at 22, 21, didn't really know who they are. And then they move on later on and they suddenly start to grow. And they suddenly start to wake up and they go, hey, there's more to the world out here than I thought. And you start waking up and seeing more. Your desires change. What you want from your life changes. So what happens is friends and loved ones that you were friends with 10 years ago, suddenly you're not so compatible because you don't stay the same. You're changing all the time. So another classic case would be somebody goes on a big spiritual path of growth and personal involvement, and they start to learn about things. They become more aware, more open. They have a greater understanding of energies and the spirit world and all this other stuff that's kind of more out there. And then their vibration shifts and it raises. And suddenly the people they were friends with for 10 years, they're like, no, I don't want to go partying anymore. Or, no, the way you're behaving isn't acceptable for anymore. Or, no, I find you annoying, or whatever. And it's often simply because you have grown and you have evolved and you've changed. And it's a natural course of events, which is why people drop out of your life. And they should drop out of your life because you're no longer vibrationally compatible. You've moved to here and they've stayed here, or they've moved over there. So you have to let those people go with grace. Most of the time you can just let them go with grace, whoever they are. And if you can't, then you may have to be a bit more firmer about it. And sometimes if you don't let somebody go when you're meant to let them go, be it a husband, a wife, a teacher, which has happened to me, a friend. If you don't let go, the relationship becomes very toxic. And then what happens is it's arranged by spirit and the universe for something big to happen to force you to leave. And you end up with a big argument and a big problem. So it's important to recognize when your time is up with somebody, when you no longer feel okay with them, is to start pulling away. You can have a chat with them by all means if you want. You can explain, that you don't want to do that anymore. There's all these variables in between, but that is why things shift, because your vibration changes and you want different things. And that is why you let people go. And that's okay, because when you let people go, new ones can come in that are now compatible with you. And they can go back and find people that are compatible with them. It's a natural process. So I hope that helps you guys in one form or another. Have a lovely day, and please do like, share and subscribe if you think this is useful. Thank you. Bye bye.